Hey guys, Moletrap here. I guess I should apologize that I didn't actually explain the last two videos what was going on as far as this series. So this is the Kespa referees in purple. Kespa wins. Sorry. This is the MSL round of 32. Okay, which means there's 32 players, and they're all in groups of four groups each, and each group 4 players play. And 2 play each other, and then the other 2 play each other, okay? Then the winners of those 2 matches play. Then the losers of those 2 matches play, okay? And then the winner of the loser's match plays the loser of the winner's match in the final game. So that's the format here. So the first game you saw between UpMagic and Memory was the first game, and then the second game was forGG versus Luxury, and this is the winners match. So this is the 2 winners, which means this is UpMagic versus forGG, and UpMagic is going to be the yellow Terran in the bottom left, and forGG is going to be the blue Terran here in the top right. And yeah, so that's what's going to happen. And this is a Terran versus Terran game, and this is a map that favors long games. It's got you can see he's building his barracks there right next to a little ramp, and goes down to a ramp where you've got a natural base, which is relatively easy to defend. It's not too small of a choke, so it's a little bit hard actually, but we're going to see the choke right there. Well, they're not going to show it that well, but you see it's a kind of a wide choke, but for Terran you can usually defend it pretty easily. And then behind your base, there's actually a protected natural as well. It's kind of back in down a ramp behind your base, and so in order to get there, they either have to go through your main or they have to drop on it. So it's pretty easy to get that base. So basically, it's relatively easy to take 3 bases relatively quick. So it could turn into a long game because of that. Although not as long as we've seen a lot of long games on like Big Magoji recently. In any case, so yeah, we got a Terran versus Terran game coming up here, and UpMagic, I'm favoring to win on this one. He's been playing really well lately. I talked last time about his performance and you can see the scout going in there for GG scouting in there, and you note that he went all the way back through there to check out that expansion because he wanted to see if UpMagic was doing a fast expand in his natural behind there, and so he's going to be able to check out that isn't happening, because if it had been happening, he would have known that a lot of money had gone into that expansion, and he would be able to take that into account. So that's why he ran his SCV all the way back there. By the way. Incidentally, he is doing a fast expansion there now, and the SCV is still alive, so I don't think he's probably not going to bother trying to check back down there. If he does, though, he's going to catch that. Factory going down for UpMagic there, and Factory almost done. Factory complete for GG, so it looks like that was the difference there. For GG going straight to his starport here. That's going to be really interesting to see how this turns out, because, wow. This is going to be really tricky for UpMagic to try and defend against, because he's not, if he gets raids out, he's not going to have anything to deal with those raids very quickly, unless he has a couple of Marines around or something like that. But UpMagic he's slow on his factory because of the fact that he saved up some money for that expansion. If he can survive this initial stuff, then he's gonna be set, because he's going to have a higher economy, but it's going to be difficult because, like I said, his factory just now getting complete here, unless he goes straight for an armory or something like that. It looks like he's going for another factory, though, I think. Unless he goes straight for an armory, he's not going to be able to... And a Vulture coming in here, and that Vulture's going to be able to do some harassment. He's going to take out that Marine, and UpMagic did not make any more Marines. This is going to cause a little bit of trouble, because now he's going to slow down production on that second factory. He's going to lose some SCVs. He gets his own... Vulture out now, so he's going to be able to take care of that, but he's probably going to lose another SCV here before that Vulture gets taken out. Maybe even 2. No, not another one, but yeah. Oh, wow, control tower going up on that starport, and let's see if I'm not sure if he's going to research Cloak, or he could be going for some sort of a drop. He probably, I'm not sure why he would be going for a drop this quick, since he just saw that he can get in Yeah, so he's going for Cloak after all. And wow, okay, so UpMagic is going to see this. He's setting his barracks. He lifted off his barracks early and sent it out straight away, so that's why he didn't have his barracks around to make any more Marines to deal with that Vulture. But in the meantime, his barracks has gotten all the way to forGG's base, and he's going to see that Cloak researching right there. So, wow, so forGG might be able to, UpMagic might be able to deal with this after all. He's got those 2 factories out right now, and as soon as he saw that, he started building an engineering bay, which I think is a pretty good choice. Sometimes you'll see players go for, try and build an armory and an academy, and try to get, all that sort of tech up, get their Goliaths out, and get their comm set up, and it's just too slow, and they end up losing a lot of forces in the meantime there, and yeah, he's going to lose that barracks, so he's going to need another barracks before, and UpMagic getting another command center as well, so it looks like basically what he's opted to do here is he figures that, because, forGG has built that starport, he's built spent a lot of money on the control tower and the cloak and the wraiths, and he's gonna have turrets up definitely in time now. Cloak finally finishing, but it's not gonna do any good because UpMagic is gonna have turrets in place. So brilliant move by UpMagic, responding very quickly, and like I was saying, it's just too fast. Too slow to try and get Goliaths and Comsat and all that. It looks like he is gonna get that as a second thing, but what I meant was if he'd try and got those immediately, well, actually forGG has just been dicking around with his raids instead of going for any economy hit or anything like that. So he theoretically could have gotten them out in time, but he couldn't have known that that he was going to do that. And the turrets were a lot quicker way to go to protect his base, and especially without having too much comsat, it's difficult to track down the raids because you'll see the comsat go off, and if the player is really on top of things, then they'll pull their raids out, and the raids won't take very many hits, and then they'll have to use another comsat to spot them again, and they'll get one more hit in, and it's just too slow, and too much of a harassment, basically. So I think it's probably a better move for UpMagic going for those turrets instead, and now he's getting the Academy and the Armory so he can get Goliaths, so that when he moves out eventually, he'll have that